Hey, welcome back to another episode of Soulful Sundays with Madge. If you are new to this channel, my name is Madge and I want to thank you all for supporting the channel. While on this journey with me, we will discuss challenges that come up at different times in our life and how our perspective can be a great tool in helping us to overcome some of these apparent life obstacles. And as always, if you like what you receive, feel free to go ahead and hit the like button. You can leave a comment below, ring the bell to subscribe to the channel. This way, each week when I upload, you will receive notification. And you can always email me at askmadge18@gmail.com with any questions you may have. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this week's topic, which is trauma. But I want to speak on trauma from the I am a conqueror perspective. I am victorious perspective. I am an overcomer. I am using what was meant to break me as a stepping stone to my success in life perspective. Because I know that if you're like me, you have faced some challenges in your life and you have been through some things that you've probably seen many people broken and just not quite able to identify with that power that we all have on the inside of us. Just sometimes we're not able, or some just are not able or aware that they can tap into it. I like to call it the God power in us. And so if you resonate with this, then you know that there was a moment in life that could have broken you, but you were able to tap into the God power that is on the inside of you, and you were able to be victorious. You were able to come out on the other side, not bitter, but better. You were able to realize that it had to be that way for you to learn what you needed to learn, for you to be able to take what you were able to take to move into the next level, the next phase of your life. And had you not overcome that, you might not have been as prepared in this next chapter of your life and had that experience that you needed in order to go on your journey. And this is great, right? Like when we realize that we are overcomers, that we have a special power on the inside of us that we can tap into when we need to tap into it, and it will truly help us to see that it is a moment that we're going through, but we don't have to live in that hard moment, that we can just pray for understanding, we can pray for enlightenment, we can ask for what it is that we need to learn from that moment so that we can prepare ourselves, because we know that that's what it truly is. It's a moment, and that moment, as I say, it doesn't have to be our life sentence. So it's great when we realize this, because when different things come up in our lives that can be traumatic, we are equipped with enough knowledge and enough wisdom to know that, okay, it's something in it for me, but it does not mean that I'm gonna stay here. And what I've realized though, for me here lately, and it actually came up with a conversation with my brother, is that though I am strong and I realize how strong I am because of everything that I've had to overcome, what I realize is that being a conqueror and victorious in life, sometimes if you go too far with it, and I'll explain what I mean, too far with it and forget that though you're victorious, it doesn't mean that you're meant to be victorious on your own, or you're a warrior. It doesn't mean that every battle that you go into that you're meant to battle it on your own. Like if sometimes we don't realize that we are meant to have people in our lives that are helping us as well, it can get to a point where we might find ourselves going through different experiences, and we may be able to get through it, but it may be that much more difficult or that much more challenging because we decided that we were just gonna face it on our own. We're gonna overcome it on our own and forget that we usually have at least one person that we can call and we can depend on. And if you have more, that's really awesome. But I'll tell you my story where I realized that my trauma, though it helped me, it really has hindered me in certain areas of my life, where me asking for help, I need to realize that it's not a weakness. It doesn't make me weak to ask for help. In fact, it actually makes me stronger, because it shows that I'm able to be vulnerable, especially when there are people in my corner that love me and that would be there for me. And so I had a moment in life where I didn't reach out, I didn't ask for help, and I believe that my brother, he took it very serious. Like, I think I really hurt his feelings, and it made me think about a book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and one of the chapters is titled, I believe it's Don't Take It Personal. And so this is what kind of inspired this trauma subject today. So I was telling my brother, I says, hey, look, I think you're taking it personal. You're taking my inability to reach out and ask for help, you're taking it personal, like I'm doing it as like an attack against you, but it's really my hang up. It's really my thing I have to work on within myself. Like, why do I feel that I'm so strong that I don't need, or I'm not able to depend on people, that I'm not able to be vulnerable and say, hey, I need you. So I was trying to explain that to my brother, and it really, like, it made me think about the book when it talks about that. Like, a lot of times what people do is not anything really against us. It's just something they're going through, their perspective, how they're seeing life. And so that's what I was sharing with my brother, but it actually made me realize that the traumas that I went through, though I've grown through them, it made me strong, but I don't want to come across to those that I love as so strong and so courageous and so brave that I absolutely need no one. Like, I got this, I can handle it on my own. When in fact, it's just not so. We need people. We do. And so that's something that I'm going to work on within myself, is to not be so egomatic in the fact that, you know what, I got this, I can do this. Like, yeah, I have the ability now to see that I am strong, but I don't want to build myself into this like box where it's like, I don't need anyone, I can do this, I got this. When I have people around me that love me, you know, I think life is meant to be shared, and it's always good to have people that we can pour our souls to and that we can be honest and vulnerable with. And so I just really want to say I salute you for whatever you overcame, whatever traumas or traumatic experiences that you went through, but you realized that it was not gonna break you, and that in fact you built yourself up through it. And I just want to say, just remember, though you're strong, though you're capable of continuing to go through life, and knowing that you are built to endure whatever it is that comes against you, I want you to remember that God always gives us at least one person that's in our corner that is also built to be a helping hand or a helping person in our experiences. And it's not a weakness to ask for help or to say, hey, you know, I need you. I need someone. Because no matter how strong we are, we all need someone. And I always want to leave us with a quote or a verse, something that we can take with us throughout the week. And I actually found the Psalm chapter 34 verse 4, and I absolutely love this verse. And I'll be honest with you, it was the first time that I've ever read this particular verse of the Psalm. But why I loved it is because it really resonated with me when I was in the darkest times of my life, when I truly felt so alone and I was going through such a traumatic experience and I did not know how I was going to see myself out of it. And in this verse, it's exactly what I did. And it reads, I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. And that is truly what I did. I sought the Lord, and I just said, I need help. I need strength. I need clarity. I need perspective. I need wisdom. I need help. Show me how I am going to get better. And day by day, I did. Yet and still, we don't want to get so big-headed that we believe, aha, just because I got through that, and look at me, look at what I overcame, that there aren't people in our lives that are meant to be with us and to help us and to also help to see us through. So I thank you so much for tuning in another week with me, and I want you to take care and I want you to stay blessed.